Today, we'll be looking at the time Ash Ketchum died. Not this one, not that one, and especially not that one. We'll be looking at Ash's first ever death in the Pokemon anime series, and that's in Pokemon episode 23, the Tower of Terror. So, let's look back at it. Following the events of a previous episode, Ash and his friends travel to Lavender Town in search of a ghost type Pokemon to use against Serena. The fog thickens as they hike and Brock suggests that everyone holds hands. Brock is unable to find Ash or Misty. Brock reaches for Ash's hand but grabs Pikachu's tail instead, causing Thundershock. Ash tries to calm everyone down with his skull mask, however it only just angers everyone and Pikachu purposely shocks him. By the time it gets dark, the group has reached Lavender Town and the Pokemon Tower. Scared of the tower, Misty and Brock want Ash to enter in on his own. Pikachu makes the decision to take a brief nap, and Ash does the same by putting on his sleeping bag. However, Misty wakes them up by banging a gong. Through a window in the tower, Team Rocket is keeping an eye on them in the meantime. James runs away but trips over a hole in the floor and falls. Then Meowth notices a closet door nearby open, revealing a Ghastly, which terrifies him. Meowth gestures in the direction of Ghastly, but Jessie misses it. Meowth scratches Jessie while Ghastly emerges over her face and mimics her voice. In retaliation, Jessie violently knocks Meowth into the hole alongside James. Yeah, Meowth got packed up real quick. Jessie soon joined James and Meowth after she looked in a mirror and saw Ghastly and screamed. The screams coming from outside are heard by Ash and his friends as Team Rocket plummets through several levels. After Team Rocket recovers, Ghastly gives them another fright and completely knocks them out again. Team Rocket just can't catch a break today. As Ash and his friends enter the tower, the door closes on its own, leaving them in the dark. Ash sends out Charmander to light up the room with Flamethrower, but the Pokemon quickly tires out. Charmander uses Flamethrower to light a candle, accidentally burning Brock in the process. While exploring, Ash and his friends discover a hole in the floor and hear strange noises echoing. A Haunter and Gengar are watching a TV in another section of the tower, laughing at a comedy show that is being broadcast. They all laugh when Ghastly enters the room. Upon entering a larger room, Ash and his companions are greeted by a sudden lighting of a dining room complete with a table and chairs. Ash's focus shifts to a dangling rope with an instruction note attached. He quickly runs up and pulls it, releasing confetti and a welcome sign. The glasses and chairs start floating in midair. Brock is violently tossed around in a chair and Pikachu and Charmander are served on platters. That was really funny. Ash and Misty bolt from the room, followed quickly by Brock and the Pokemon. The ghost Pokemon reappear, giggling at their antics as they rearrange the table settings. Outside, Misty and Brock refuse to re-enter the tower, so Ash heads back in with just his Pokemon. While standing in front of the hole made by Team Rocket, Ash pulls out his Pokedex to learn more about ghost Pokemon, only to find out they remain shrouded in mystery. Ash thinks he hears Pokemon scurrying around on the floor below them. He gives the order to attack and Pikachu and Charmander start to blaze. Ash throws a Pokeball, but it hits Jessie in the face. Jessie fumes as the flames consume her hair. The fireball she creates while running around quickly fades from Ash's view. Pikachu notices Haunter behind Ash and freaks out, but Ash ignores it. The Haunter then appears in front of him and scares him. Curious, Ash checks his Pokedex, but it contains no information on Haunter. Ash sends Charmander, but the Pokemon vanishes and reappears behind Ash, tapping his shoulder and freaking him out. Ash instructs Charmander to use Leer. They both have fierce expressions, but Charmander suddenly makes a funny face, which makes Haunter laugh. As Ash scolds Charmander, Haunter licks him and the fire Pokemon is paralyzed by the effects of lick and begins to shake. As a result, Ash recalls Charmander. To Ash's surprise, a Gengar appears from the floor and smacks him with a fan. Ash consults his Pokedex once more, but there's still no information. Ash dismisses the two's attempt at a comedy routine. The two ghost types sink into the floor and vanish, saddened by their failure to entertain Ash. Ash and Pikachu try to jump after them, but miss and end up crashing into the hardwood floor. A chandelier falls on top of them and they are knocked out cold by the collisions. If you haven't caught on, yeah, Ash and Pikachu are dead. But it doesn't end there, as the ghost Pokemon applaud as Pikachu's electricity illuminates the chandelier. As Haunter draws near, Gengar taps Ash and Pikachu, releasing their souls from their body. When they finally come to, they are horrified to find out they have collapsed on the floor. The ghost type Pokemon decide to transport Ash and Pikachu to the very peak of the tower. They step outside and Ash and Pikachu take in the scenery of Lavender Town. Ash notices Misty and Brock standing nearby and listens as Misty expresses her concern for Ash. Misty looks behind her as she hears Ash speak. He then lifts her into the air before dropping her, but Brock manages to catch her. Ash was having the time of his life. Misty stands up and runs into the tower followed by Brock, while Ash and Pikachu fly with the ghost Pokemon. As Ash passes through Haunter's mouth, Haunter travels in front of him. When the Pokemon show Ash and Pikachu their toy room, Ash comes to realize that the ghost Pokemon were simply looking for new playmates. He then declines their invitation to play in order to continue his quest to become a Pokemon master, which of course upsets the ghosts. Meanwhile, Misty and Brock discover Ash and Pikachu's bodies and attempt to awaken them from beneath the chandelier. Misty and Brock are relieved when Ash and Pikachu return to their bodies and wake up. The following day, the group leaves the tower, with Ash having decided against catching the ghost Pokemon. When Brock raises an objection, Ash suggests he tries humor instead. Pikachu points out something, causing Misty and Brock to look behind them. Haunter makes a scary face, driving Misty and Brock away. Haunter decides to tag along with Ash and Pikachu after spending some time with them and enjoying their company. At the same time, Gengar and Ghastly are cheering and clapping as they watch Team Rocket being tied to a carousel. Will they ever find a way to break free and catch up with Ash and his friends, or will they be doomed to spin around in circles forever? Only time will tell. Thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this throwback as we look to the first time Ash Ketchum died. This is an OG episode and one of the best from the original series. It was a very comedic focused one. Ash meeting Haunter was definitely a fan favorite Pokemon anime moment that loads of us really enjoyed. This episode had me laughing so many times, especially the Team Rocket scenes, and when Ash turned into a ghost, lifts Misty up into the sky and just expects Brock to catch her. Like, really Ash? It literally had me dying. Another great episode in the series. Did you remember the first time Ash died? And what episodes would you like me to cover in the future? Comment them all down below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more exciting content like this. It's been your boy Orazora, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care and stay blessed.